more.
Oh, three more. One.
Come on. Two. Two more.
Oh.
One. And one more. Bill,
One more.
One more. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. Don't put that down. Don't put that down. Don't even think about it.
Go.
Yeah, you got it. You got this. You got this, bro. Let's go. One more. One more.
Go.
One more. One more. One more. One more.
All the way, baby.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Go. Okay. You know, ice baths are nothing. Oh, that was a really good one.
Oh, that was actually way better than mine.
I was just gonna say, are you gaslighting our audience? You guys, this is the scariest place on earth. Ethan's character's name on Baldur's Gate is Rizzle Syrup.
The Rizzler are quite as good talkers. They're not good talking as we are. We're not practicing to be partner figure skaters, okay? Yeah, I'm not about to lift 95 pounds over my head basically on an ice rink. If you can't tell, you haven't figured it out yet. I kind of hate people.
Every little thing is gonna be alright.
For some reason it goes well with snow. I don't understand it, but
What are you doing? Sitting on your butt, playing League of Legends? I'm out here 7 days a week, hitting the gym, dropping my hat on the floor, and the internet's going crazy.
like, oh my gosh, I thought you were my wife for a second. And she was like, weirdo. You know? I swear, I was walking around, eared frozen from the moisture that comes off your mouth, and just loving it.
Honestly, that kind of sounds nice. Do you like frozen ice outside, Chinese food, and karaoke and beer?
Dude, I felt like I was in Siberia or something.
Yeah, like a fairy
like
tale.
A tiny little Chinese bar.
I kind of feel stronger in these manly gloves.
Your Arthur Morgan buckskin gloves. You're like Bevo? You're like
Yeah.
Bevo, right?
If you defrost, it's not snow.
It's exactly that.
It's that
ice.
stuff from like a
It's just
freezer.
a reflection of ice. I call it chemtrail snow. Do you ever need to work your inner groin? And that's how Zeb tore his bicep.
Curling 135. Alright, you guys, we were talking about the snow, and it kind of snowed, honestly. If I was to describe what you're looking at, you know, like when like in a freezer, when you go to like de-thaw a freezer and that white, stuff is stuck everywhere, it's honestly kind of what this stuff is. It's not as much snow as just like freezer defrost.
Look at this.
Yes. But we're back Monday. We're here for a good old bench press.
If you ever need to work your inner groin, that's so hard.
Alright, we're gonna go set up the bench. We just had to show you it, because you might not see it, our beautiful view of outside as we're lifting today. You know what I'm saying though, dude? How it is like, if you defrost, it's not snow.
It's exactly that.
It's that
ice.
stuff from like
It's
a
just
freezer.
a collection of ice. I call it chemtrail snow.
This is the home gym life, you guys. You got to deal with the elements. Wait till you see us in the summer. Oh, dude, it's like 90 degrees. We're going out to the hose, like rinsing our heads off between sets. I kind of love summer hot lifts, so we'll do a set this way and spin it. Wait, where am I at? I can't really feel.
Yeah, good old snow. I always love a good snow day. This is definitely a weird one. Couldn't make a snowman. Couldn't have a snowball fight. Barely make a snow angel the first day. But
Yeah, it was just so crispy.
it's like, yeah.
You look like a Bond villain, dude. Like, your glasses started to transition outside a little bit, and then your gloves.
Yeah, this is weird lifting with gloves on.
I guess it's not too bad. It's kind of bright. Can't really tell it's snow, but we'll give you guys. This is our view, you guys. Like, why would you pay for a gym and you can open up the door and have this beautiful view? Dude, I swear, like, the food I ate for lunch didn't, like, some of it didn't go down or something.
Yeah, heartburn.
It just feels like there's a piece in my throat that didn't go down.
You're like Bevo? You're like
Yeah.
Bevo, right?
I keep, like, burping a bunch. I think my body's, like, trying to move it.
Well, this should be a great audio experience for the listener.
Me burping.
Do you think we have any show watchers who just like to listen to us talk and don't care about working out and they just listen to the podcast, not watch it?
That is kind of the ultimate goal, you know. Like, we're providing the context, you know. You kind of just need a little bit of context of what's going on, and then you can just enjoy the conversation.
Yeah.
I kind of feel stronger in these manly gloves.
Your Arthur Morgan buckskin gloves.
Hopefully the weather doesn't drain my battery. It's not too cold.
Oh.
Sorry guys, I'm feeling kind of like recluse, like he like rescued a prisoner of war or something. Just been kind of inside all weekend because of the ice and snow.
Been so cooped up.
Just like reading books and playing a boot. Thankfully, I had like a really good amount of groceries.
Like, I have no friends now that live within walking distance over here.
I used to.
And I'm not about to like go walk or drive across town a mile and a half or something to, you know, hang out and get stuck over there and have to stay the night. And
The good thing is, it did feel like a really long weekend, though.
I mean, technically today is Martin Luther King Day. I would have already had the day off.
Yeah.
For teaching. So.
But, like, I looked and it's like, our last upload was 2 days ago. I'm like, oh, dang, it seemed way longer than that.
Yeah, that's true. It kind of slows things down. I did go out last night and just to see what was open and Sing Fe, the karaoke bar was open.
Oh, yeah?
So I went in there. But it was kind of lame, you know. Nobody was doing karaoke, so I just got one drink and left.
So they do that like every Sunday usually?
I mean, they were just open. I think the owners live in that building.
Oh, yeah,
so they
probably.
just walk downstairs and open.
Honestly, that kind of sounds nice. Do you like frozen ice outside, Chinese food, and karaoke and beer?
It did. I felt like I was in, you know, like Siberia or something.
Yeah, like a fairy
like
tale.
A tiny little Chinese bar.
In Mongolia, I found like a tavern. I did get like a little bit of snow blindness driving over though. It's bright. 185. This is nothing. Those are nice gloves.
It's kind of weird to grip the bar in gloves. I feel weaker with the gloves on.
You think so? I'm kind of like mentally telling myself it's making me stronger.
These are like those nice gloves you can use your phone with still.
Oh, yeah.
And they are thin, but they keep me pretty warm. They've been good enough in this, 20-degree weather.
I've been feeling pretty good. I think I was telling Lauren, like, the last several years, long story short, I'd lost a lot of weight, not a couple years ago. And I could never get warm, dude. Like, yeah, I remember last winter it was like 43 and rainy, and I'm wearing like 8 coats, and then now I'm like going out in like just like this. And it's like 18 degrees. I'm walking my dog for an hour. I'm like totally fine.
Yeah.
Because we've been hitting it pretty good. So I feel like my muscles are like, muscle growth makes you pretty warm, I feel like.
I'm sure it helps. And just like having your metabolism and your blood flow be good. Keeps you warm.
Yeah. Mostly meat diet still.
I swear, I was walking around beard frozen from the moisture that comes off your mouth, and just loving it. I swear, I was like, I'm built for this weather.
Just Viking.
Yeah, walking around for like an hour. Perfectly fine. It's not cold.
I have
I don't know how these homeless guys, though, are dealing.
They have those warming centers. I noticed.
Around here?
There was one right in that corner church, and there's one right by our house, too.
They've been camping in this.
Yeah, just right by the
nights,
amphitheater.
Like, on the cement. Their tents are definitely reinforced with some blankets, but they just hang out like all day outside, just like smoke cigarettes. It's super weird. I've been walking around, probably 2 or 3 times a day, just like see what's going on, see if kind of just see who's out and about. And I keep running into this same girl every single time, like literally like crossing paths with her. And the first time I saw her, I thought it was Miranda, so I was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were my wife for a second." And she was like, "Weirdo," I was like, "You look a lot alike." And then later that day, me and Miranda were going for a walk and saw her again. I've seen her like 5 or 6 times, and she must be thinking, I'm weirded out. I'm like, does she ever go home? Is she also homeless or just walking around? Or like, why is she always out here? And she's always with like different people. I'm like, super confused.
It's a little more lively over here in Monmouth.
Oh yeah, everybody's out.
Independence is a little dead.
There's tons of people walking their dogs and stuff. Saw a lady, a group of girls pushing a stroller across the ice, and the stroller was like.
There's a wind in the air right now, howling.
Windy.
Okay.
It was super windy up in Portland, I guess, with these similar conditions of like kind of ice, snow. Almost freezing rain, but not really freezing rain. Kind of freezing rain, but really just more like shaved ice falling out of the sky. And Portland actually got really wrecked in some parts because of the high winds blowing over trees. Some people had no power, like overnight. So most people don't have fireplaces. I don't know what they could have been doing to stay warm overnight. I was kind of worried about that.
Oh. Yeah, I saw one video of a tree falling right between the 2 houses. Did you see that one?
I saw one fall right on somebody's house. Like 2 or 3 videos of that, actually.
That happened to our neighbor, your parents' neighborhood, my parents' house.
They were like big, healthy trees. Like they didn't look like they were dead at all. Like the root systems were massive, and they just blew right over.
They must have got what we were talking about that we got here, where it truly was the freezing rain. Because by the time it was doing this, it was basically just snowing, microscopic ice crystals.
It's weird. Chemtrail snow.
Although my house is like defrosting or something, because there's been a couple of loud pops. Like, pow!
Yeah.
Like, what the?
When I walk around in the morning, my floor creaks, and my house is like settling.
Good test for the house I just built, making it through the freezing weather.
How's that big window in your living
room? Dude, all of our windows are great. I feel nothing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like triple pane argon or whatever. Looks great. Do you want to go up at all? Or I left it this
No, this is fine.
Oh, yeah, you guys. Big money. What are you doing? Sitting on your butt? Playing League? Playing League of Legends? I'm out here. 7 days a week. Hitting the gym. Dropping my hat on the floor. The internet's going crazy. It's my Sam Silk impersonation.
So what we got here is 185. I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna squeeze, and we'll see what happens. I feel weird. I'm changing my grip a little bit. If I drop the bar on myself, tell my wife I love her.
These gloves are like grippy. I'll let you guys listen to his grunts. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, we watched the first 2 episodes of James May. Our Man in India.
Just watching the most tropical thing ever in the middle of a snowstorm.
Hey, they're the ones that released it in January.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Ooh. Oh, I can always go for the tropical vibes.
Yeah.
Tropical EDM house is on my top playlist in Spotify.
I've been listening to reggae in the morning, like making my coffee.
Yeah. Every little thing is gonna be alright.
For some reason, it goes well with snow. I don't understand it, but yeah, I think just getting to the road would be the hardest thing for my car right now.
Yeah, your road is sketchy. And it's starting to melt a little bit, yeah. So it's like...
There's like a thin layer of water over the top.
Yeah, glossy ice.
I don't think the sun's going to melt it too much, though, because it's still really cold.
No, it's already... I think this is the hottest part of the day, and then we got like 3 hours till sunset, so... Our like faucets are so cold too. The water. I left it running the first night, just a teeny weeny bit.
Probably smart, just a slow drip.
Yeah, and then I have my water softener, and I'm resetting it in the middle of the night, so I think it'll be fine because it like empties and refills and uses the water. It's like as I'm sleeping, my water softener itself will like turn the faucets on and refill and drain. So I'm like, oh, perfect. Because I just refill it twice a month on the 1st and the 15th. So I'm like, oh, that kind of works out. Okay. Kind of tweaked my shoulder a little on that one.
People really drive like crazy people. That first day, I just saw like 4 different trucks going around and purposely doing like fishtailing.
I think
people don't know how to drive in the snow, man. This truck, this little truck was driving around, my little dinky truck, super light, rear wheel drive, and he's starting, and then he's just flooring it basically, and people are flying by right now.
Yeah, dude,
why are you going 30 on the snow on a short street?
Like drifting.
That's pure ice.
I know, just go slightly slower. There's a 100-car pileup in Michigan. You see that video? It was the exact same thing. They were all hauling in a blizzard. Like the snow was actually coming down, so they couldn't see ahead. And then by the time they saw the crash car,
I've seen a bunch of really bad ones lately. Just like nightmare videos of like semis flying into pileup. You're like, oh god.
It's like just because the gas pedal works in your car doesn't mean the brakes work. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my car runs. Like, yeah, it's gonna run. It doesn't know. It doesn't have a brain. Like, the wheel's gonna turn. So you're like, oh, my car does still work. Must drive normal. And then they just crash.
How do you not immediately feel how slippery it is? Like,
I don't know, dude.
And adjust, you know? You have to, like, super slowly accelerate. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose traction and if you slam on the gas, you're just gonna spin out and not move. It's not like you're going to burn through the snow and all of a sudden hit the solid pavement underneath. It's just ice. You're not melting. Like, there's like an inch of ice on the road underneath the snow. The snow is the only thing giving you traction right now.
Yeah, that's actually true. The snowier part is just better. The rest is like ice. Okay. Okay. Is this our last one? I'm gonna go to failure if it is.
Yeah. If you can't tell, if you haven't figured it out already, you can't tell by looking at it. I kind of hate people. Woo.
Okay, one more.
One more.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't bad at all. I used your hatred to fuel me. No, the people driving like this, like we were describing, are the same ones that when it's dry get in the accidents. Oh.
Honestly, usually when it snows or freezing rain or whatever, the driving conditions are worse than this.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. I was just thinking of Ken and Katrina, and they got in their huge accident when it snowed.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And it wasn't their fault. They were going normal with this.
Yeah.
The person was just literally driving so fast, they started fishtailing at 60 and just
Yeah,
slid
they were
into the
going
line.
straight, and somehow the person in the oncoming lane started to fishtail and went into that head-on collision, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They survived.
For 10 minutes. No. Yeah, they survived. They made it all the way to the hospital before they died.
They survived. They're vegetables now, but they survived.
They're actually both really buff.
Yeah, they kind of got a huge settlement from that.
I think Katrina did her like first half marathon or something in Hawaii. I saw something.
Wow, that's
Dude, I would run if I was in Hawaii. All right, Ethan with the slippery gloves. Nice. More. One more. One more. Didn't you know how many? Was that like 12?
That was 12.
Nice.
I think I kind of did a couple of half reps, though.
Okay. No, those look pretty good. Alright, we're gonna get like overhead or something set up here. Okay. Get a little shot of the snow on the ground there. Do some overheads. Warm up first 25s.
Singing, don't worry.
We really wanted to set it up
Oh,
in
you
the
don't?
snow. I just started.
Sorry, cut that out. Start over again.
What were you saying?
I was just right. Singing, don't worry.
Yeah, my shoes have no grip. Look at that.
They're bare. Get some new shoes, you bum.
Nah.
You hack.
I really wanted to do these in the snow for you guys because that'd be kind of cool, but it was so slippery.
Yeah, I'm not about to lift 95 pounds over my head basically on an ice rink.
Although it does sound fun.
We're not practicing to be partner figure skaters, okay? You know when you do the wide angle, 0.6 or whatever, it instantly lowers the quality.
To what?
The pixels.
I don't know. My phone, I think, has a wide angle, though.
It lowers the quality. It's not 4K or...
Oh, I haven't been doing it in 4K.
It lowers the quality. That's why our videos look so bad.
Yeah.
They sound so bad.
Ooh.
You scared me.
Sorry. What is in front? Oh. They saw it does look cool though if you can see the snow.
I'm not saying you gotta change it. It's fine.
I can change it mid recording though. Does it just do the bad quality?
No.
Just slide into it. Oh. It's a nice day in July. Snow on the ground. Oh, my hands are freezing. I'll put these gloves in front of the heater for a second.
Yeah, those aren't really like the warmest gloves ever.
Just on the heater.
Oh my gosh.
Much better.
So, Miranda, if you guys haven't figured it out already, you can't tell by the way I'm talking. Miranda's my wife. Sorry, I'm just like talking down to the audience so much today. Miranda wants to start lifting. She's got a friend, Julia, who's they want to lift 3 days a week.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think they invited Lauren, but...
We gotta lend them our equipment, man.
Well, they're going to work out here.
I know, I'm at the video.
Oh my gosh. I don't think they're ready to start a YouTube channel. They're not quite as cool as us.
Yeah, they haven't been mediocrely lifting for 10 years.
They're not quite as, good. They're not quite as...
Charismatic.
They're not quite as good talkers. They're not good talking as we are.
So much Riz. Ethan's character's name on Baldur's Gate is Rizzle Syrup.
The Rizzler.
Dude, I love the Rizzle at Disneyland. Riz Mountain. You like getting those logs and go down the waterfalls.
Riz Mountain.
I think it's called Grizzly Mountain or something. Riz Mountain. They should rename it Riz Mountain. Oh. Oh, shoot.
What?
I had a ticket to Disneyland that just expired.
What are you talking about?
2 years ago, we got tickets, and I got like the super long COVID, and I like watched every Batman movie ever made. And they went to Disneyland for a week. It was like, it's cool because Disneyland gives you a gap to use your ticket, which is nice in case something pops up. I just realized, I think December 31st, 2023 was the last day.
Oh, no.
Dude, there's just so much going on.
That's so sad. You don't get to go to Disney.
I kind of secretly just wanted to like go myself and just be like, I'm going to Disneyland. Like just text Lauren, be back tomorrow, and just that is my dream. Like I don't want to go with a huge family. I don't really care about eating the food, the restaurants, going on every ride. Just go by myself, talk to no one, hit all the fast lines, go on the roller coasters, have fun, fly back, and just be like, yep, I just went to Disneyland this weekend. Oh, really? It's by myself?
Everyone's pissed off reaction at you. That's what you want to see.
Just not talk about it. Don't go crazy. Don't be a Disney adult. Buy no merch. Don't give a crap about the churros. Pack your own peanut butter jelly sandwich. No, California. You've never been, have you?
I've never been.
All
I want to do is the Star Wars.
It's fun.
Thing.
It's fun.
I like
good
Star Wars.
Look, you're not against amusement parks in general, right? Like,
no, is that a thing?
No, well, I'm just saying, like, maybe you don't like amusement parks. Because what I was going to say is,
I love them.
Disney aside, the parks, they do make the best theme park in the world. I can say that about them. Like, not the best movies, not the best shows, not the best merch. really like them that much for anything else. But there's not a better amusement park.
What about like Six Flags?
It's still better. California Adventure is better.
Okay.
If you only want roller coasters, then you could go to a roller coaster place.
Yeah.
But Disney does have, like, I mean, California Adventure, like the Soarin', they have a bunch of augmented rides and normal roller coasters, and their weird sets and like themes are cool and they're cute.
Oh, I'm sure it's a blast. I really like this
but it's
one.
crowded.
It's sort of a weird local Oregonian. It's the most Oregonian amusement park ever.
The Enchanted Forest?
The Enchanted Forest.
Sorry.
It's like you're walking into a fairy tale. That's the whole point. It's all based off of
like Grimm, like a Grimm fairy tale.
It's like, I mean, I can't even think of like
Old Lady in the Shoe,
Disney,
Pinocchio,
Pinocchio,
Hansel and Gretel,
Humpty Dumpty. There's just like every fairy tale character, and
like Shrek. It's like Shrek.
They don't really have like a lot of rides, really. There's like these little things for little kids. There's one roller coaster or a log ride. They might have invented the log ride. And then everything else is just sort of like trippy. It's really trippy. Like, especially as a kid, I think.
Dude, I was just going to say, are you gaslighting our audience? You guys, this is the scariest place on earth.
It was scary, but I loved it as a kid. But there was scary parts.
There's like this, like, it's called the Indian Tunnels, but they mean like Native Americans or whatever. But do you remember the Indian Tunnels?
They were pretty intense.
You literally like crawl, and you're like a kid, and it's like crawl size tunnels, and there's like fake fires and like laughing Native Americans. And it's like this maze, and you just the point of that ride is just to get lost and be scared.
There's a slide that's just the witch from Snow White with the poison apple, and it's just her head. It's just a giant carving of her witch face.
Oh yeah,
and you slide down it. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
It's terrifying.
It's the scariest thing ever. And there's like a crooked house where the floors are all crooked, so you go in and all the proportions are wrong and your like angles are wrong.
Yeah, the man that lived in the cricket house. Yeah, it's like the Shrek's verse. Like, well, like Shrek stole that kind of classic fairy tale.
Yeah,
you know, little Jack Horner sat in the corner, like nursery rhymes and fairy tales. That's it. Yeah. There's this downtown area where they have like some animatronics, but think like Chuck E. Cheese like animatronics. And like it's not even, I noticed this last time I went, it's not even like in the main part, it's in like a back corner by like a chain link fence. And it's like Geppetto's wood shop. And he's like in there, he's like, oh, I'll make you a real boy.
Even that stuff is scary,
dude. Yeah, because it's not Disney licensed, so it's like, you know, other style, and it's like creepy as heck.
It's like super creepy.
I never went in. They have one random paid ride, the haunted house. Never went in that because you.
Oh, I don't think I ever.
You get into the Enchanted Forest and everything's free except for randomly the haunted house, and my parents would never pay extra to do that. So I've never been in it.
I don't think I have either. Like, I want to go back and take like mushrooms and go through.
I think they give you mushrooms. They
it's like being on mushrooms.
They like lace you when you grab the ticket.
Yeah, they have the mist of LSD floating throughout the park. So I mean, I actually enjoy that place. I've gone back a few times as like a teenager. But not a big fan of crowded state parks, fairs, that kind of thing. State fairs. Oh, I like state parks, not state fairs, though.
Oh.
I think I'd have a good time in Disney, though.
It's hard to say, dude. Like, when I went, it was cold and rainy, so I had a good time. But, dude, when it's peak, I would hate it.
No one was there.
Yeah.
But you're like an Oregonian.
Dude,
the rain didn't bother you.
None of the rides are worth waiting an hour in. None.
There's
I would
few things
hate
that
it.
are worth waiting an hour.
That was like when we went to Universal the first time, and me and Garrett waited for like an hour and a half for the mummy ride. And I was like, what the heck? That sucked. And then like by the end of the day, it like cleared out, and we could literally go back going it, and it was like, this is great. Like, it's like not having to wait was fun. Dude, what are these ballers? Oh, that's the guy with the bolt. You'll see our mascot Bolt again someday when he comes running over. We really just been talking about Disney? Oh,
yeah,
Enchanted Forest.
Talking about Enchanted Forest mostly.
Enchanted Forest is
Disney
cool.
mostly.
Type in Enchanted Forest to Google or into like YouTube or Instagram. I've seen like some of those travel people that are like, if you go to Oregon, there's this weird, creepy theme park in the woods. And it's exactly as they describe.
That's the thing, too. It's in like an old growth forest. So just the natural environment is super fairy tale. They didn't have to doctor it up at all.
Yeah, out of town. It's not in a town or anything.
It's just like
off
real
I-5.
Huge old growth trees. And you just walk around on wood, like dirt trails.
I mean, that guy's onto something. What's stopping anyone from just making a theme park? You don't have to be Disney to make a theme park, apparently. Let's just open up. You know what would be cool? I always wanted to open up like an Elder Scrolls theme park. Have like the Winky Skeever and.
There's the Nintendo theme park in Japan that you walk into. It literally looks like you're in a Mario level.
Oh, that's cool.
It's it's like Zelda, Mario, all the big ones.
Nintendo.
It's like a theme park, like Disney. It
That's
looks
cool.
super cool,
Japan,
though. Like the way they have it set up, it's like a 3D Mario level. So you take pictures, it looks like you're in the game.
No, I was thinking of the Nintendo 64 Mario.
Yeah, like the side scroller Mario. Oh god, dude.
That pork, dude. I can taste it with every burp.
What did you get the pork tenderloin with the sriracha?
No, just a garlic rosemary one. It was delicious. Like we ate it for dinner, but I think I just literally didn't swallow a piece right or something.
Pork tenderloin is seems like it shouldn't be real.
It was so good.
It's so tender and juicy, and it's the easiest thing ever to prepare.
It was so good. I did nothing to it. I put it in.
Exactly. Put it in for like 30 minutes, and it's perfect. No other meat is like that. Everything else, you kind of have to follow certain steps.
Yeah, and it's not like beef where it's like super pink and raw on the inside and then a nice char. It's just slow and even. You know, I was even thinking I usually don't actually like doing slow and lower temp because it drives. Like I actually do fast high heat for most of my stuff.
Yeah,
which is actually a cooking secret. If you want something moist like chicken or beef, don't do a low slow. Get it hot, grill it, get it up to temp, and pull it off. Or pull it off to temp like 5 minutes early, then it'll come up. Perfect. But the pork, low and slow, and it was super juicy. And even.
Yeah.
I remember you were the one that told me that secret. Like, when I do my chicken, I crank it.
Oh, I do that?
That's what you told me a couple years ago.
I forgot. I don't know how I cook it.
And it does work. If you're cooking chicken, you just crank that
That's
heat.
why turkey on Thanksgiving is always so dry.
Yeah.
And people do everything they can.
They take all day to roast it.
Baste it and try to put butter and stuff and all these tricks to make it moist and it's still dry.
Yeah.
It's because when they leave it the whole bird for the aesthetics, it's like it takes like 4 hours to bake it.
Yeah, and it just dries it out.
But if you piece it out like you would chicken and lay it all flat on a baking sheet, it takes about the same amount of time as chicken. You can bake it in a quarter of the time. High heat, crisp up the skin. You know, the only reason to keep it together is so you can stick it on the table and it looks like the pictures, but you're just gonna eat it anyway.
I didn't even have turkey this year.
I know. I don't. It's worth it if you're gonna bake it like that. Just have some ham or something.
Everyone does Traeger turkey too now, so they're like dry smoking it for even longer. And now, granted, it has like a smoky flavor, but it's dry. Sometimes you can get it moist. Like it's not like horrible, but sometimes I'm like, this is great. But I'm like,
I made tri-tip
it's okay.
the other day. It was really good flavor, but it was dry. I had to slice it super thin to like make like lunch meat out of it almost.
Ooh, I actually like doing that with steak though. The next day, cold and super thin.
That's what I did. Yeah.
And make a sandwich. Yeah. Oh, my feet are starting to freeze.
Are your legs not cold?
No, they're fine. My legs usually don't really get that cold.
What temperature is it right now? 25?
Probably like 30. I think it's like 30 something. Maybe 31.
School's canceled.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice.
School's canceled. I was going to look at the weather.
You're going to have to do a bunch of lessons on your birthday.
It's 29 degrees.
Oh, 29. Okay.
No, I'll just make them up next week.
It's close. Are you going to do any lessons, or do you already tell people nothing on...
If the school's closed, they don't...
I meant for your birthday on Wednesday.
Oh, I'm just going to teach. That's fine.
Yeah, I've gone to school. I've taken tests. I've gone to work. Every year on my birthday.
I'm 33. I don't need to be like celebrating my birthday for a week.
Yeah, but every 33-year-old woman does.
I should have clarified. I'm a 33-year-old man. No one even knows it's my birthday. My parents are going to do something. I told my parents I don't need anything, but... A lot of times I just get... Christmas is basically my birthday because they're so close. So my birthday usually kind of suffers.
Yeah, everyone's on the recovery from New Year's and Christmas.
Yeah, it sucks to have everything bunched up like that. Because you get a big Christmas present, you know? You're not going to get a big birthday present, too. Like, that's not how parents operate.
My parents always... We got birthday gifts, but Christmas was the kind of more the gift holiday, and then birthdays was always... We got to pick whatever, basically food, you know, our dinner, our favorite meal. My brother,
you get a cake, you get friends over, you can maybe go bowling or something, or like go do something for your birthday.
Yeah, it's less about present and more about like, cake, dessert, friends, doing something.
Presents were usually mediocre.
I actually didn't have too many like big birthday parties because of the two brothers. So it was always kind of like a party with the three of us, or like a couple, like one or two of our friends would come over. You'd play like laser tag, or not laser. You play like hide and seek or tag or something at the school.
Or go swimming.
Yeah,
I like bowling.
You go swimming on January 17th.
Well, you go swimming indoor swimming. Yeah. Oh. There's an indoor aquatic center in one town over.
Just go swimming. My birthday is always everyone always dresses in costumes and they hand out candy for some reason. All right, let's switch over to something. How are we gonna? We should do triceps, man. Would you be angry if we did squiggly bar triceps?
Yeah. It's kind of sketchy.
We're gonna see who can slide the farthest. I didn't even see how far you got. That was pretty. I guess we can look back. Where did you start?
I don't know. You're cheating. You're pushing.
I'm trying not to fall. I'm not trying to push. Just keep my feet completely together.
Oh, that was actually way better than mine.
My shirt. You gotta do it like you're downhill skiing. Don't fall. Oh yeah.
Oops.
This is so. What this does is it kind of lengthens the muscle. It recovers. You know, ice baths are nothing. Oh, that was a really good one. All right, we're gonna
ice bath recovery.
We're gonna set up our triceps. Okay, we're back from playing in the snow. Close the door because it's getting pretty cold. Let's see, do you usually do wider or closer?
I do it there.
Like, yeah. Oh, this is probably really hard with the gloves, dude.
So how's the Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion treating you?
As a mature player, oh,
Ow.
is that the hangover getting you?
I don't know.
As an adult playing Oblivion again, it's pretty fun. I kind of like, I care a little bit more about the story. I remember just as a kid playing it, I just try to get every map marker and I would just jump. I just spent so much time just jumping through.
Hey, help me out.
Oh yeah. I finished the Mages Guild for the first time ever. Ugh. There's a mission like early on, you're supposed to like hit an object with ice, hit an object with fire, and we could never figure it out. And there wasn't like YouTube, so you couldn't like search, you know? So I just never finished the Mages Guild.
Those older Elder Scrolls games, especially Morrowind, were not very clear, and they didn't have like waypoint markers everywhere.
No, they were not very obvious.
Okay.
Alright, you're good.
Ooh.
They weren't as obvious. And I have the Adoring fans. Like, I actually want him, but he keeps dying. It's actually really hard to keep him alive. I could tell it has... Oblivion is a lot more Dungeon and Dragon, like, inspired than Skyrim. Or I guess the whole world is their version of Dungeons and Dragons, kind of. Mm. But, like, the way it plays, too. Like, the way the things pop up. Like, you come to this place and you discover such and such. And the fact that you can, like, kill people and it's just like, oh, they're dead. You're never going to hear their story. And, like, Skyrim protected everyone from dying.
Yeah.
That had a story.
Almost kind of was annoying.
Yeah. And it was a lot more linear, honestly. I feel like there's actually a couple choices I can make on Oblivion that change it.
Yeah.
I hope they kind of go back to a more role-playing game and not just a fantasy slasher, you know?
Mm-hmm. Baldur's Gate definitely has that aspect down.
They should. They, like, invented it.
Yeah. It's like the whole point of D&D.
Don't get me wrong, I love Skyrim. I'm still playing it.
Yeah. There's something about Skyrim that just hits the spot. It scratches an itch. Creating a character, running around, it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have the Minecraft nostalgia where they play Minecraft every year for a couple weeks, and it'll happen at a random time that you just get hit with Minecraft nostalgia and have to play it. I get that with Skyrim.
Bows and snake, man.
Snake bows. I always say, "Oh, I'm gonna make a spell sword,
like
or
a mage,
make just like a two-handed tank," and I always end up hating it and just go back to stealth bows.
Actually, I did do an orc that was a two-handed tank, or like there's dual wield and then two-handed. So two-handed, like hammers and longsword. It was kind of fun, and I actually progressed through the story more because it didn't take as long. When you like bow and sneak, you're like walking through like every dungeon.
Yeah, the game is not that hard. Like you can just hack and slash your way through it and be fine. Like,
so I just full sprint. And it's like, dude, I can like complete way more missions this way.
But it's so satisfying when you get through like a dungeon and you one shot everybody in the head. It's so
fun. There's that one mission where you get the Daedric Warhammer, and it's like a unique weapon. It's super cool. Like I got that one.
I usually do bows.
Okay, I'll pull
with two-handed as my melee weapon, like a two-handed sword.
Oh yeah, if you do daggers two-handed, and then you get the perk where it does times 15 damage or whatever, you can like one hit sneak attack a dragon with the daggers.
Yeah, Especially if you're an orc too. We're such nerds. We know all the little tricks. Your orcs have a racial ability that lets them like get a bonus 50% health and bonus 50% damage for like once a day for like 30 seconds or something. You do that and sneak up behind a dragon that's like perched.
Okay.
And literally one shot the dragon.
I don't think I've ever had a legit Argonian character, though.
I made a Khajiit
Oh, yeah.
for a while, like right when I first started playing. His name was Sherbsworth.
It's kind of fun, but I honestly like being a little more humanoid. I feel like the role playing is a little more fun, you know.
Yeah.
But the Dragonborn and Baldur's Gate, those guys look cool.
Yeah, I wish there was more Dragonborn, like, secondary characters, you know, throughout the story.
They gotta make a Narnia game so I can make a Marshwiggle character. Puddle Glump. I just finished reading The Silver Chair before I got here. So I got three books down this month.
This month already?
They're just the Chronicles of Narnia, so they're not.
It's only like the 15th.
They're not huge.
Apparently, Cat Williams reads 3,000 books a year.
What? That's 100 books a day almost. Just wait.
Maybe it's 1,000 books a year. It's something unrealistic where you'd have to read like 2 books a day. Like, here, put it back.
2 books a day. Yeah, so that would be.
He kind of broke the
Like
internet
700.
recently. I don't know if you missed that.
I don't even know who that is.
Cat Williams? Sorry.
Well, you should come over here.
Cat Williams is a comedian. He sort of has this like pimp persona. But he's super successful, and he was kind of talking about all the. What's that?
Is that Miranda? We got a guest cameraman today. We're finishing up with our triceps.
Yeah, we're almost done.
You gotta lift like a freaking winner. Like this guy. Tommy.
Zeb's already better at podcasting than we are.
Look at this. Fear nothing.
I know, we need Zeb, man.
So motivational. This
Did I
isn't a
say
motivational
Did I say
channel.
stop? That's right. You're the bird. Don't put that down. Don't put that down. Don't even think about it.
Go!
Yeah, you got it. You got this. You got this, bro. Let's go. One more. One more.
Go!
One more. One more. One more. One more.
All the way, baby.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Go! Okay.
That's right. You got Mr.
Oh.
Wilson over here.
I've never seen him do that, man.
I don't even know how many I did. Or
It's all about
it's,
proper encouragement.
or it's Easter. Oh.
Careful. Why are you going so far back?
I think it's on ×1 right now.
Oh, it's cold. Okay, move the thing.
Oh, yeah. If you want to get fancy, that thumb thing too acts like a joystick.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. We got Mr. Gimli here. I mean, Ethan. Yeah. That's right. Repping it out.
I'm not a dwarf.
This is way too light. If you're lifting that fast, gosh.
Yeah,
I know,
You need to
right?
add some more weight.
we usually do, but we got distracted by you.
That's right, world. Get swole with Mr. Ethan.
Oh, it burns. Okay.
Right. You want that.
Oh, he's going, man. He's never done. You got to call out his one more.
Right. 3 more.
Oh, 3
One.
more. One.
Come on. 2. 2 more.
Oh.
1. And 1 more. Bill,
One more.
1 more. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. That's right. Good job. Good job. Good job. Walk off. Hydrate. Hydrate. Right.
Okay, that's it. That was our workout. We're done.
Signing off.
We were actually closing.
Oh, you got it here.
Yeah, we had the door open though for a while.
First, I thought this.
And that's how Zeb tore his bicep.
Curling 135.
That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that.
Oh, that's easy pickings. You just gotta properly warm up. You know, just walk a couple blocks in the back, and then you're ready to go.
What is that?
Honestly, encouragement actually is like having someone yell at you for some reason. It gives you extra strength.
Yeah, it did.
It's down in your soul.
That is true.
You have someone's crotch right in your face, just screaming at you.
That's actually like when we started doing this. Like I don't know. I feel like we were doing good, but kind of almost a plateau. Like we weren't. We've been working out consistently, but we were kind of getting flat. And then we started doing this. It's like, dang, we better like actually hit our sets pretty good if we're filming it. And I felt like we've been hitting it a lot harder.